Single Queen. I am Desmond Booker. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I help successful single queens go from single to successfully dating. You're seeing success in your life. Now it's time to see success also in your love life. Well, I come on here jumping on here. This week we didn't have our Monday Night Live, and next week before Christmas we won't have our Monday Night Live as well. But if you're on YouTube, would you do me a favor and go ahead and, if this speaks to you, like this video and then also subscribe. Um, I'm excited because so many great things are happening. And I'm believing that 2025 is going to be an exceptional year. I believe great things are going to even happen. Now, you may not have been, um, you may not have seen the results or what you desire to see in 2024. You may have been in a relationship and it didn't work out. Maybe started dating, it fizzled out. Maybe you didn't date at all. You were healing or need to be healed. So there's so many things that could have happened or should have happened in 2024, but you can't change that. But what we can do is what is change how 2025. So as we're getting ready to go into 2025, my question is, what is it that you're really wanting in 2025? Do you want to start dating and getting to know people? Are you wanting to fully heal? Are you wanting to fully heal and start dating? There's so many things. Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to see your relationship be in a committed relationship that's moving towards marriage? Some of you may even want to get married in 2025. Can that happen? Absolutely. Anything is possible, but you have to start believing that it's possible. So, in order for these things to really begin to happen, you cannot be the same person that you were in 2024. Okay, I want you to really think about that. Because if you're the same person in 2025, your 2024 and your 2025 is going to look the same. Okay, so what do I need to do to change me? What do I need to do? And what I'm alluding to is many times is that you may have met the right person, but then pushed them away, or been meeting the right people and then pushing them away. Um, the thought came to me this morning is so many times is that when you're in this cycle of meeting people and they're the wrong people, and so you keep meeting the wrong people, and what happens in that process of you meeting the wrong people, then the right person comes. What do I do with this? I wasn't expecting the right person to treat me like this. I wasn't expecting the right person to do these type of things. I'm used to being treated like this, and he's treating me like this. Or I wasn't expecting the person that I prayed for to actually show up, right? So what do I really? So you have to prepare yourself. So you have to really honestly take a step back and say, if the right person was to come into my world, what would that look like? Because honestly, you can't. Have you made space in your schedule? Okay, have you made space in your schedule? And so I want you to really, really begin to think about this. Really begin to think about this. And this is what this talk is about today. If the right person really showed up in your world, are you ready to date him? And I know many of you are going to say, yes, I'm ready to date him. But honestly, it can be it could be frightening. I'm going to say it like that. It can be frightening. Why? Because I never thought I would meet him, right? I never thought I would meet him. So what do I do? How do I act? You got all these, variables, you work all the time, or you don't even have time to get to know someone. Because why? Because you put all these barriers up thinking that he wasn't going to come. So I want you to really begin to think about this is going to do two things. When you really begin to think about if he shows up, when he shows up, right? When he shows up, what would that look like? Would I have time to date? When would I date? Right? These are questions that you need to start asking yourself. Well, I don't know if this is going to prepare you for him to come into your life, because this is the type of thinking that you need to be having anyway. Because if he shows up, when he shows up, right? When he shows up, take the if off. When he shows up, are you going to be ready? I'm telling you this from helping so many queens. When he shows up, will you be ready? That's the type of thinking that you need to think. You got a schedule. You may have children. You may not. You may have a very demanding job. Where would he fit into your schedule when this man shows up? Are you able to open yourself up? I know you don't think about this, but you got to begin to think about this. You're going to have to be a little vulnerable to allow him to see you. What happens when you start to have those feelings, when emotions start to come up and be like, oh my God, this is the person that I never thought would show up, and he's here. Are you able to handle that? I know you don't think about this because why? You've been not dating the right people, and the wrong people keep showing up, and now this right person shows up into your life. What do I do with this? Or you haven't been dating anybody, and then the right person shows up and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with this? So a lot of times, because you're not ready, you end up sabotaging the relationship and you push him away. Or you allow him to, as you're getting to know him, he thinks you're not interested. He thinks that you're too pulled back. And so he kind of fades away. Okay. So I want you to really begin to think about this. I'm not going to make this long this morning, but I want you to really begin to think about this. 2025 is going to be different because you're going to think about dating in a different way. I want you to really think about, what if the right man shows up in my life? What would that look like? How would that make me feel if I'm dating my dream man? I'm telling you, when you begin to think, when he shows up, the right person shows up in my life, what will I be doing differently? Okay? So I want you to really begin to think about that. Stop thinking that he's not coming. Stop thinking that all the wrong men are attracted to you and the wrong men. Stop thinking like that. When the right man shows up in my life, I'm going to be ready emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I'm going to be ready for that man when he shows up. And we're not going to rush anything. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to take our time. And I'm going to be willing to open myself up and be vulnerable for him. I'm going to be sharing, and I'm going to be listening to him as he's sharing things with me. I'm going to be watching him. I'm going to be dating with my head and not with my heart. And I'm going to watch this thing happen. Okay? So thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight, I'm always doing Monday night. Thank you for joining me today. Again, I want you to do this little exercise. 2024 is going to be in the rearview mirror. 2025 is now in front of us. Let's make 2025 the year that you're wanting it to be, whether it starts dating, whether you're needing to start really truly healing. Because a lot of times when you start meeting people, I need to heal in this area. I need to heal in this area. Yes, you begin to find out that you need to heal. So heal and then go to single to successfully dating. All right? Again, what would you do if the right man showed up in your life? That's what we're talking about. All right. Thank you again. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like. If you like this, subscribe to my page. Also, Instagram. You can DM me if you have any questions. I'm offering free, just free, I guess, assessments to see where you are in 2024, what happened in 2024, and then let's go ahead and go into 2025 and let's come up with a game plan for that. So you can DM me, I'm ready, or you can comment below, I'm ready, and let's make some things happen. All right. Remember, queens don't settle.